Okay, hi everyone, this is Mike from the Heavy Chef project. I'm here talking to a familiar face of Gavin from Channel Mobile. We're going to talk to you today about online reputation management, but specifically how mobile affects online reputation management. Is it a good, is it a bad thing, is it causing problems? And just to sort of discuss ways in which companies can maybe manage it and then the problems that they need to look for. Okay, Gav, obviously we know that Twitter has exploded the problem of online reputation management. It's like put a bomb in the middle of it and gone, okay, well you used to be able to just monitor really easily blogs and forums and things like that. But now Twitter comes along and 6 months, 12 months later, the noise has just increased exponentially because of it. And that's causing a problem for online reputation management, but specifically I think within mobile. And is mobile now, because of mobile, does it make the problem worse because of the things that are available on mobiles?
Yeah, Mike, I think it definitely accelerates the problem and extends it. If you look, I was looking at a site called twit.com, which is a Twitter applications directory. And they're saying that there's roughly 1,800 Twitter apps that they've got listed there, be it desktop apps or mobile phone apps.
Yeah.
So I mean, literally anyone nowadays has access to Twitter. You know, most of the phones that come out nowadays, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, Windows mobile-based phones, they all come pre-installed.
Yeah.
With the Twitter app, and if it's not on there, you can go and download it and install it on the phone. So literally anyone can now voice their opinion on any subjects at any time.
Well, we saw that with during the FIFA World Cup. You know, suddenly the Twitter's been breaking down left, right, and centre because there's been more tweets about FIFA and the World Cup scores, and everyone in the stadium going, Holland's now scored a goal, but there's 60,000 people in the stadium, of which 10,000 are tweeting that. Yeah, I know. And it's just from a management of online reputation, that causes a big problem because you're following so much more. There's so much more that you have to wade through to try and find where the actual poignant problems may be or opportunities with regards to that noise. I don't know if we see any way of that sort of declining. I'm not sure myself.
I think it's just going to grow faster and get bigger and more of a problem. I mean, if you look now, you can use online reputation management tools to basically pick up on keywords. You know, you can identify problems, get involved in the conversation and start spreading your message in that. But, I mean, do those tools work effectively on actually monitoring Twitter? And in real time?
So I don't think so. The majority of those online reputation management tools will use the same sort of spidering techniques that Google uses for its algorithm. So there is a delay, there's a lag, there's a certain thing that says is it important or not. There's an algorithm that takes place. And we use them ourselves, and we've noticed that there are times when tweets may come up a week, 2 weeks later. Now, in the world of Twitter, that's way too late to respond to someone who's got a problem.
Of course, it's bolted.
Yeah, big time.
All his followers know about it. You know, they've passed the message on. It's gone viral. And I mean, if you look at it, you know, when it's on your mobile phone, you're tweeting straight from your mobile. You mustn't forget that there's other services like ping.fm and that, which Twitter can actually integrate to. So the person's not only tweeting from his mobile, he's updating all his social networks at once. So he's spreading that message across multiple channels.
Yeah, I suppose it's even bigger. But I suppose it shows the importance of now within your online reputation management, just with Twitter, because of what mobile allows for more. The mobile gives more accessibility and adds to the amount of noise that's out there. We need to find better ways of monitoring the Twitter noise specifically within an online reputation perspective. I suppose the only way that I know of to get the real-time results in Twitter is to use the search within Twitter specifically, which will bring everything back directly out of the database, which is better than a spider crawling.
Yeah, sure.
The only problem is obviously if you've got one ORM tool working here on the forums and the blogs, and then you have to do something separate for Twitter, and there's more management, there's more work involved, I think, for the companies.
Not only that, I mean, are small businesses specifically, because bigger companies have a budget, but are small companies equipped to actually manage that correctly? You know, you pretty much need a dedicated staff member to just manage your online reputation.
Yeah.
If he's going to be running on one app there, and he's going to be running, you know, Twitter searches in real time so he can respond to clients, are small businesses ready for it?
Yeah, it's a good point, especially now with Twitter probably of the noise will probably make up from a negative sentiment perspective. If you want to protect your brand, probably makes up 90% of it. And most small businesses, certainly your 1 or 2 man band, you know, that it's difficult to find the time to sometimes do your cash flow, let alone monitor monitor Twitter. You know,
you have to be extremely proactive.
Yeah.
Not only get the actual tools in place, but you need to be proactive to manage it. And I mean, in a small company, when you pull in all those different directions, before you know it, the bad publicity spread.
But I suppose if you are small company and you had to do one thing, I would say follow your follow Twitter, manage Twitter for your brand name, you know, and do the searches regularly in there. Don't worry so much about looking on or using other tools to look on on blogs and forums, because Twitter tends to pick up, or people will tweet what they're saying on those forums and blogs anyway now. So they go out there and then they do a little comment. So you'll cover most of it. You can only do one thing and you've got a short amount of time. Monitor Twitter and you'll probably cover more bases.
Definitely. You would put out a fire much quicker there than anywhere else. Plus, I mean, if you think about people maybe blogging negatively about you, with a bit of SEO work, you could always kind of bury the publicity in the search engine results.
Yeah.
Whereas Twitter in real time, I think you're right. Definitely focusing on one.
Yeah.
Try and cover a larger part of the market.
Yeah. I think it's the whole fact that people are following and just makes it a hell of a lot worse. But it shows how important it is, and obviously how mobile is changing the face of people being able to communicate online as well. And it's something we need to bear in mind, and companies need to be aware of, and certainly need to manage or make a conscious decision to manage or not to manage.
Definitely.
Cool, Gavin. Thanks very much. As always, very insightful. And cheers. Thank you.